God's presence is life. Not just an idea. That's not just a belief. Real life, the kind we're all chasing. That's what humanity had in Eden. But Eden wasn't just a garden. It was actually a mountaintop as well. It was the place where heaven and earth overlapped. God formed the man in the dust, but then he lifted him onto the mountaintop and planted him in the garden. His spirit surrounded them. His glory covered them. Life overflowed from that place. But when humans declared independence from God, we lost his life-giving presence. We were exiled, not only out of the garden, but down the mountain, back into the land of dust, the land of loss and deterioration, back into distance from the one who is life. And we feel it, don't we? The loss, the deterioration. It's in the disappointment that I feel every time I look in the mirror and I see new wrinkles. It's in the reality check I got the first time that my son beat me in a foot race. It's the angst my soul experiences each time I pack away another box of hand-me-down clothes for my kids. It's time moving on, and I'm helpless to stop it. And I'm certain I'm not the only one who feels this ache. And like me, you've probably thought about ways to fight this. And we all do, to fight the loss of our youth. And so we try to better our appearance, right? And fight the aging process with creams and surgeries, anything that promises to turn back the clock. We fight the loss of ability with midlife reinventions, whether it's a sports car or that skydiving adventure, anything to help us feel alive and young again, even just for a moment. I mean, we fight the loss of life itself with special diets, endless supplements, the latest medical breakthroughs. And don't mishear me. I'm not saying that these things are bad. I just want us to be honest about why we pursue them. They are our ways of combating the loss, our ways of holding on. We're scrambling to outpace the decline. We're trying to beat death and find life in ourselves. That's exactly what the Tower of Babel was. See, the Tower of Babel, that's misleading. It wasn't actually a tower. It was a man-made artificial mountain. It was humanity's attempt to climb up to life again on their own without God. It was essentially the anti-Eden. It was the mountain of man. And we're still doing it today. We're still building our man-made mountains in hopes of finding life apart from God. But Scripture, and I believe our own experience, tell us the truth. No matter how high we build, every man-made mountain crumbles. The only way to find real life is up the mountain of God. And that's why I believe Psalm 24 is the central question of all the Bible. It asks, who shall ascend the mountain of the Lord? Who shall stand in his holy place? And then it gives the answer. Only those with clean hands and a pure heart. That's the way back to life. But if that's the standard, who can actually make the climb? I know I can't. My hands, they're stained. My heart is divided. I don't even live up to my own standards, let alone God's. I think you can probably relate. But here's the good news. You see, what we could not do, God has done for us. Jesus, God in flesh, descended. He came all the way down into our dust and our death. And he alone is the one who had clean hands and a pure heart. And on the cross, he took our stains. He gave us his purity. He took our rags and he clothed us with his righteousness. In his resurrection, he opened the way back up to the mountain. And not only that, he leads us there. He carries us. He is the way. And so here's today's invitation. Just recognize where real life is found. Not in the little mountains that we keep building for ourselves. Not in the climbs that we attempt in our own strength. Real life is only found on the mountain that leads to God's presence. And you don't climb that mountain alone. Jesus, he came down to lead you up, to walk with you, to carry you up. He gives you his righteousness in place of your rags. And so when you feel the pull to prove yourself or to numb yourself or to build your own little mountain, just pause. Remember, you don't climb alone. There is a mountain to ascend, and Jesus himself leads you there.